Okay, welcome to Chandigarh, one of India's cleanest and best planned cities. In this episode, I'm taking you through a quick trip to this unique place where the streets are calm, the food is fantastic, and the city just feels easy. I stayed at the Holiday Inn in Zirakpur, which was just outside the main city and super convenient for exploring. Now, here's something cool. Chandigarh is actually what's called a Union Territory, or a UT, and it is also the shared capital of both Punjab and Haryana, which are two states in northern India. It was India's first planned city after independence, and it was designed by a famous Swiss-French architect named Le Corbusier. The city is laid out in a number of sectors, everything organized, everything neat and tidy. It doesn't feel like your typical Indian city. It's quite green and just very easy to navigate. Okay, so we are in Sector 26 at a place called Swagath, and we are super excited to give this a try. So come on in with me. Let's go. Thank you. Look at this. We have a whole team of people waiting for us. This is really exciting. Hi. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So as one does on a drive to Chandigarh, one must stop for Punjabi food in Chandigarh. I need to show this because in Punjab, they're super famous for their dairy. And one of the things that people love to get in Punjab is their lassi. So I know that you'll be seeing some more of that when in the old Delhi episode, but this is super important too because this is a pretty nice restaurant. Like you've got like white tablecloth, lots of reservations on the tables here. Different servers, there's a bar there. We ordered the tandoori meat platter with a side of garlic butter naan and some dal makhni. Dal makhni is like a lentil and butter kind of curry, you could say. Okay, we've got the tandoori platter that's just come, which looks so awesome. So we've got chicken, it looks like chicken. We've got kebab, which is essentially just a ground meat where they roll it, they put it on a rod, and then they put it in a tandoori oven. And then of course we've got the garlic butter naan, which is phenomenal. I'm sure it will be based on the reviews. And then here they always give kind of a side of like condiments. And so here we've got pickled onions, which you kind of just eat along with the tandoori platter. You've got a chutney, which is probably a mint chutney. And then you've got Indian achar, which is kind of a very, very like, I've explained this in another video, but it's very similar to like Korean kimchi, where it's got like that very sort of acidic, salty flavor to it, but delicious. And then lastly, we've got the dal makhni. Now, dal makhni actually comes from Punjab. So let's give this a quick taste. So it has a tangy taste to it. I can tell there's some tomatoes. It's almost a bit sweet and sour and salty at the same time. The butter makes it salty. This is delicious with it, just kind of dipped in. Usually you wouldn't eat naan bread on its own. It has to have something kind of saucy or gravy. And then we've got the tandoori. Oh, this is actually tandoori fish. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Wow. Oh wow, this looks amazing actually. This is a appam. Oh, okay, yeah, these are quite famous. So it's made of what? Rice flour? Rice flour? And?
Rice flour and banana pudding.
And then this here?
And fish.
This is like a fish jessi. Gussi.
This is like a Goan curry.
Goan curry. Okay. So
it's called gussi.
Okay.
This is Mangalorean dish.
Mangalorean dish. Okay. Wow, that sounds amazing. And so how do you eat it? You kind of break the rice apart and dip it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah. Oh wow, that looks amazing. Look at the color in that. Perfect. You can just, I'm sorry, just, yeah, go for it. There you go. Nice. Wow, that looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. So excited by this one. Okay, we've got the servers kind of breaking it apart for us. Oh wow. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Oh, you mean for him? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna go for the gold here. Okay. Let's give this a shot. What do you call this thing again? Appam. Have you heard of this before? An appam? So this is new for you too, right? Okay. Well, all right, folks. I'm with an Indian guy who also has never heard of this before, so it makes me feel a little bit better. And it's got kind of a sticky rice texture to it, almost a bit stretchy, like a bit, yeah. The texture seems awesome. I'm actually really excited by this. So then you kind of dip it in, and I love this too. If you can get a close up, there's some holes in it too, which will help to kind of soak up some of that gravy. Dip it into the Gunn kind of fish curry that we've got here. Okay. So it's a very fishy taste, and it's actually not that strong with masala. It has a good saltiness to it, but honestly, that's actually not near as strong as I was expecting it to be. I think this, comparing to like some of this tandoori and dal makhani, this actually has a much more mild taste, which is kind of nice. And I think with a nice fish, that actually goes really well together. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'm so coming back to this place. I love this too, because Chandigarh is kind of a main point for us to come in and out of. Like I often travel through this city, and I can honestly say this is a great restaurant. I'm kind of used to just eating at other places, and you kind of get stuck in your rhythm, you know, but for the purpose of YouTube, we thought, let's try something new. This turned out to be a win for us, so I'm gonna finish this up. I'll give you a review at the end. Just to show that we've eaten everything. Such a great idea. That's nice. Wow. So the sizzling brownie, which by the looks of it might be more like a chocolate milk by the time we eat it. Okay, so India, I gotta say, it does have sort of a fascination with sizzlers. A lot of restaurants and stuff that you go into, they love serving stuff on these like sizzling hot plates with things like cabbage and French fries, and then usually some meat and some vegetables. But this is kind of like a new twist on the sizzler, as one would expect. On a side of chocolate brownie with chocolate sauce, you need more chocolate sauce. And another side of ice cream. Wow, this is fabulous. I'm gonna get a nice bird's eye view of this with my shadow in there. So I got the server kind of chopping it up for us, and then of course topped with some more chocolate over here as well. Let's give this a shot. This looks so good. Wow, that is fluffy. Okay, so aside from the chocolate sauce and ice cream, the brownie itself is not actually too sweet. Another little bite of that there. I like this. Taking a video of me taking a video. Yeah, we're gonna just take a look at this. So I just want to take you guys through this. And then there's a whole dining section here, which is just amazing. Like, And then you continue to make your way in the back. Yeah, you've got more tables. And then you can just see, oh, this is just gorgeous. Yeah, and there's like a cool kind of DJ section here, which is sort of interesting. Oh wow, and then there's a whole bar here. This is really cool. And the bar selection is unreal, actually. So I can see there's Singleton, 12 years. There's a Glenfiddich, Absolute. Good selection of all the stuff that you would expect in a bar. And then a lounge area in the back there as well. So very impressive. And honestly, the food 1000% matched this as well. Okay, so as usual, you can see the bill here. We've got the Dali Swagath, which I'm guessing is the well, technically that'd be like the welcome dal, but that is the dal makhni. Then we've got the garlic naan, the platter ekaz. Did I say that correctly? Platter ekaz. And that was essentially the tandoori platter, which was amazing. Had fish, couple types of chicken, and it had the, what else did we have? That keema, not the keema, the kebab, mutton seat kebab. Thank you. Total came to $19.23, which is a great deal. That's about 22 US dollars converted. So there you have it. Okay, my hotel, which was the Holiday Inn Zirakpur, was very clean, modern, had all the basics that one would need when they're crashing in Chandigarh for the night. The services were fairly good, and it's right on the highway, which makes it convenient for getting in and out. So I would stay here. I stay here actually quite regularly because I'm an IHG member, and I often get a lot of bonus points for staying at this property. Now, at the same time, I should say, honestly, the staff at the hotel are somewhat what I would call undertrained. They just don't really, it feels like they're a bunch of students who are being placed in this hotel to learn how to offer 5-star experiences. So for example, the pool boy that was up on the rooftop was super particular about us not wearing cotton in the pool. And he actually asked, like, hey, is your bathing suit cotton? And I'm like, no, I don't know. It's a bathing suit. It's meant to swim in. It's literally called a swimsuit that I bought from Marks and Spencer. And he's like, well, if it's cotton, you're not allowed to go in with those. And I'm like, look, I've been in a lot of pools with this thing. So I would say it's pretty safe to swim in this pool with this bathing suit or this swimsuit. There's Mr. Anand.
Hi. Learning to swim.
Learning to swim. I like that.
Learning to swim.
Why don't you show them how you can dunk your head?
A few moments later. 2,000 years later. 1 eternity later.
Hey, that was pretty good, actually. And often things I just find are kind of missed, like even at check-in. And so just beware. I actually had once where legit one of the staff actually walked in my room when both my wife and I were there, actually. And it was like at a weird hour, like 2 a.m. And my wife kind of jumped up out of bed and said, what was that? And I realized like somebody had just tried to come in the room. Now, I think it was a genuine mistake, but it just felt so intrusive and so strange to have somebody. Like, luckily, I do keep that little chain lock or the extra lock that they always include on hotel rooms just for safety and stuff. But it's these kinds of things that over the years have really, really added up. If you also have seen some of the footage, the hotel is kept in decent condition, so the sheets are always clean, which really matters to me. But I would always wipe down like the headboard, like behind your bed, or even the bed stand that's next to your bed where you keep your water and the light and stuff like that. This is legit a little bit dirty, so I would just kind of use a wipe and wipe it down. Same with the desk. But overall, the bathroom very clean, the toilet's clean, showers excellent. It's nice and big. And so, yeah, overall, like, it's a good place to crash for the night. It's reasonably priced. Usually I pay between 6,000, 7,000 INR, which is about 100 Canadian dollars. And I usually get about 3,000 bonus points from IHG when I stay there for that price. And because I am an IHG Platinum member, they also include things like a welcome drink. They usually give me 2. So in terms of, like, getting stuff from the hotel, it's actually an excellent choice. It's a reasonable price for the amount of bonus points that you get, and still get included things like the free breakfast, a couple of, welcome drinks that I can use in the bar and have a couple beers or something. And they usually also leave like a plate of dessert or fresh fruit or something in my room. So there's definitely like a great appreciation which is just true Indian hospitality. But they really take that to the next level from this property. So I would say, yeah, like if you're in the area and you need a place to crash along the highway for the night, this is a good place. So I am a Platinum Elite with IHG. And that might sound fancy, but it's actually really easy to get. So some of the benefits, actually, just before I turned this camera on, the guy came around with this little nice flag to my table to just kind of show, the servers, I guess, or somebody that got a VIP guest here. But I would encourage you, if you travel somewhat, maybe 20 nights plus a year, 30 nights plus a year, I would highly recommend joining either IHG or Bonvoy, Marriott Bonvoy. So IHG has several awesome properties. If you're looking for sort of the budget side, you've got like Holiday Inn Express, and even Holiday Inn, and more upper end, you've got Six Senses, you've got even Crown Plazas, which in India actually tend to be really awesome. They're really good properties. And then of course Marriott Bonvoy. So I would suggest just choosing one, because once you start building up that loyalty, you get incredible perks that really, really help pay off the cost of your room. So for instance, when you're an IHG Platinum member, you get a choice of either bonus points. I think they credit usually 500 to 700 points for your stay, or you get a free drink. Now that has a value of, like, in some of these hotels, especially this one here, of $10 kind of thing. Now, because I usually get two, just purely because I ask for it. And there is such a power in actually asking for something. I usually just say, hey, do you mind if I get a couple of those? I stay here regularly, all that kind of stuff. So it's important. Now, the way I also have an elite status with Marriott Bonvoy, which I don't actually tend to use very often, but it is there. The way that I got that was actually through gaining what's called Star Alliance Gold. Okay, so my frequent flyer of choice is Air Canada, and their point system is called Aeroplan. Their frequent flyer plan is called Aeroplan. Once you've hit the 50K status on Aeroplan, starting pretty much right from that moment, you get what's called your 50K, and with what comes along with 50K is your Star Alliance Gold, which gives you access to all the privileges with the Star Alliance airlines. So in Asia, you've got like Thai Airways, you've got Singapore, you've got ANA, you've got some really good airlines. Through Europe, you've got Lufthansa. In the US, you've got United. And so what happens is you can use your Star Alliance Gold status to essentially just make your travel better. So even if you're flying economy, you get to board lineups way faster, you get to skip the line, you get to actually use that like business class lineup. So even if you're flying economy, you just go straight through. You get lounge access as well. So as long as you're flying a Star Alliance partner, you get lounge access in any of the airports worldwide, which includes like Singapore Airlines. I mean, some of the really nice airline lounges are out there. Air India is not one of my favorites, but within India, I actually do tend to fly Air India purely because of the points and access to priority boarding, which, to be honest, with Air India in a country of 1.4 billion, that actually really adds up. And then, so with 50K or Star Alliance Gold, however you choose to earn that, you get an elite status with Marriott Bonvoy as well. But because I choose IHG, here's one of these like little coupons that they give me, and so I get 2 of these. I just hand them in, they give me a couple drinks, so I get $20 worth of drinks for free. I also get a whole bunch of points, so I believe it's 50% bonus points every time I stay, which adds up so quickly. So like for instance, even just being gone 3 nights, I can actually get enough points for a free hotel room, at least anywhere in Asia for decent properties, Holiday Inn resorts and stuff like that. So yeah, highly recommended. I would suggest always trying to stick with one program at first. Sometimes, I think especially like budget travelers, they're always just looking for like the absolute cheapest. But in the long run, if you plan to travel more often than not, it is worth just picking an alliance and sticking with it, because those loyalty programs are there to really actually keep you coming back, and they really want that for you. Another amazing privilege is I'm not that hungry tonight, so I could have ordered the buffet, but I'm just going to order a la carte. I also get 30% off all my meals every time I stay at an IHG property. So 30% is actually like a pretty significant amount. It's not like a 10% discount. 30% is pretty nice. So I'm getting 30% off my meals. I'm getting 2 free drinks, and I'm getting like, oh, and the other thing too is I'm actually getting a room upgrade almost every time I get upgraded. So in this case, for this night tonight in Chandigarh, I got upgraded to the very top floor corner unit, which is one of the best rooms in the entire property. And I paid like the base fare, like literally for the cheapest room I could get, I paid for that. And that's for 2 of us. Anand's also staying with me. So yeah, I say this because I actually want you to be able to travel better for cheaper. And I've been doing it for a long time. So I hope that this will bring you some sort of idea as well as we move forward. Okay, so Holiday Inn Zirakpur, which is basically Chandigarh. I ordered the kathi roll. Looks delicious. I'm gonna give this a shot. They've seasoned it with like kind of a chaat sort of seasoning, which is really nice. It goes with a lot of different things. I got the chicken. So it's basically like a roti that's kind of been rolled with a whole bunch of goodies inside, and they've kind of made a nice little decorative, you know, dipping sauce here, which it's good. I probably don't need more dipping sauce anyway. I'm gonna go for the first bite here. Let's give this a shot. Cheers. The roti is actually really good. It's really soft. It was for sure freshly made, and the chicken's really juicy. It's got some green capsicum, a couple other vegetables in there, but it's pretty much mostly chicken actually. Like not even really a lot of mayo and not too much sauce, where I've had other ones where they're really saucy. I do like sauce, but this is actually really nice. Like this is like the perfect sort of texture. It's not crispy, it's not like too gooey. It's got some carrot as well and some tomato. Has just like the perfect amount of masala spice. They have served a side of chutney as well. I don't actually need that. This is great. This is the perfect light dinner. I wasn't super hungry anyway, so this is exactly what the doctor ordered. So that's a wrap on my quick stop in Chandigarh, India's most organized city. If you're heading to the hills or just want a calm, refreshing place to explore, don't skip this one. And definitely don't skip Swagath. Seriously, best food ever. Peace. I can't wait to see you guys. So if you're looking for more in-depth details about everywhere we visited today, make sure to check out my Essentials travel guide at mikewgunn.com. There you'll find reviews and write-ups in far more detail and depth about the places that we visited. So we'll see you there. Thanks for checking out my videos.
Shorty rolling, shorty tryna get it rolling. Young and grinding, you gon' get it. Put them peas up in the stoley. You gon' drive 1,000 miles till his pockets keep on growing. I be skating all the ice on my neck.